Krobia Kwaba Eba True Sports so and another edition of Friday Sports. And I had a about comes a Friday extended say Diana Abudia some Yakusu will be my so much top 5 European legs and I dia ebo Yamam Hanu says association and I had a bro or Anum say quarter call any house of folk the super class and I idea ever Sunday 5 p.m. venue of attraction on Bavaria Sports Stadium 120th 120th meet or baby meeting and on until I am watching and so to me so far no answer we match we match and I said so far as more in the house of folk probably Akumasi as I took to make 119 and want to make sure or the whole statistics in ever bro and then enumerate I will show no so and so more sa and so na obo ewram and so okopa di rain and drano na enya sem kutokra and so more wonder metropolitano no na eyade FC Barcelona Atletico Madrid echon ebo we su honoma na eno so na yese kutokra or after the 90 minutes first of the game no na eyade there Bograndes the Catalans FC Barcelona mo di kuku 4-0 ewo Atletico Madrid in same one shocking results and eno so kopie mu nso honoma say flick away coach adema Barcelona in some of kind no you don't say me na be bro show no so and there enyumre or so and I kopie mu enso ewo Arsenal the Gunners omo at the top or leg log no so anko bia hwanim say comfortable no obetumi anya na nko obetumi age trophy no this time enso ewo na so no niam ebobo ba no enya de a nika ewo ho ma nti ya de wonsam nyina so be bro show no so no and there enyumre on say weekend we no de a like English Premier League no enya de a ebetumi atodwa ewo no nyina na FA Cup no na mpemfo be hwe nim na sa matches ni nyina so no omotumi eyi efi on ten enyumre Chelsea ayade omugina kwano eno so no yede wonsam be bro show no so no and there enyumre on mukopie mu enso ewo World Cup 2026 World Cup na venue of attraction in Mexico, Canada, and US of A. Now, and the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana, preparation idea Omugusu or Mino Kasai, the idea or more beefy up technical team, Bruna, and air negative and positives around it. And also near Jones and Bebro show no and there you may also tell a friend to tell another friend. So we are bringing all exclusive and updated news in say the flight is from now up to 6:30 na the Jumadi National. Aba area as we go so no etumi e de ama wo mudumako bi na aso masen ende anyway Heritage Christian University omo aso masen ende anyway sa enso na Heritage Media Center so no omo tumi aso masen ende anyway o di am so AYISAH Richard of course obetumi from the Saint in sports mo kronkron ba ko pe no ti no ye betwa ho abasema ye ba aso usual ye do bebo ewramo foreign and local activities no ye fi on na eno so no ye de tidbit no ana say ye discussion so no nyina so no etumi ato aso e de amount eno to twen ye ba sisia because we were acquired by Ever True Sports and you ran a cow say idea. Meno to aqua a obiman so na the foreign tent between yan so to me abroad so our but answer no na make out say idea stream live and so our both Facebook and then YouTube. You stream live our Facebook and YouTube and you know aya do searching na na search True TV Ghana the no mo bia no aya dey twa go live on for no to selfish no obetumi a share na yon concern to me anya bi ahwe like now with your comment at all on my daily time they were eramu na no so me otumi aka comment na e dey ama onim say Krobia Kumasi Asante Kodoko super clash and money glorious impressive Accra has spoke I don't know but to me e dey o message no o score line ni nyina so etumi aba na no so no ye etumi akan e dey ama o has spoke on betumi atete on ho afikotoko nsem ana say still na Krobia Kumasi Asante Kodoko betumi adominate has spoke and so our statistics ni nyina no of course ye dey nyina be bro na no so no we hu be bia o dey vote no so no ebetumi akọ balance na ne yembo nra mo foreign bit no if you are not there so e wo fie so no ye etumi ya brant ni ye say embra kra ye nsembra no ye bo ewra mo enso e wo Europa president unim say embra no ya de a Europa League body no omkopie mo no nyina no 50th conference e wo man European bodies ni nyina na tumi kopie mo no na Europa president Alexander Serafin ono so no tumi kopie mo e wo no ma Ochemu say sa matches domestic matches na omo ebo na omo de ko abroad na ɛno nso ɔmo kɔbɔ ɛwɔ hɔnom na ɛnyɛ adeɛ yɛ nika hɔnom na mmom no ɔmo supporters no ɛna ɔmo take one for granted nti ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɔbɛsosɔ saa nneɛma no so ebiem hɔnom sɛ domestic matches na wɔn kɔ abroad na ɔmo atumi akɔbɔ hɔnom kyerɛ fans no anaasɛ supporters no ɛtravel fi baabi a ɔmo wɔ na ɔmo kɔ baabi foforɔ na ɔmo akɔhwɛ saa match na ɔmo kyerɛ mu deɛ ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɛno nso no atumi ɛboa nso ɛwɔ hɔnom ɛno nti no papa no nsɛm bebree na ɔde ato dwa wɔ conference na sɛ saa nneɛma no ɛyɛ adeɛ ɔbɛhwɛ anim na wabɔ ne nyinaa nso ato agu na biribi nso no atumi akɔ so ɛyie ɛde ama loyal ɛyɛ supporters no nso ɛwɔ hɔnom ɛno nti no na saa nso ɛna ɛkɔ ne ɛba ndra congress a ɛno nso no 50th congress a ɛno nso no mpanyinfoɔ no tumi kɔ pie mu wɔn nyinaa no ɛyɛ president a ne din ɛde alexander ɛyɛ seraphin nso no ne nsɛm a ɔte no nso no ɔde atumi tu dwa ɛwɔ hɔnom ɔkɔ pie mu nso ɛwɔ nsɛm foforɔ mu deɛ na thomas secure ɔno ɛna ɔyɛ train ne manager ɛde ɛma ɛyɛ england bɔbɔkuo no nso ɔno mɛ kasa no wɔtumi extend ne contract nso ɛde akɔ so 2028 nti na papa wei no nneɛma ɛkɔ so yie ma no world cup no ɛyɛ adeɛ group no ghana yɛne wɔn nso no ɛbɛtumi ahyia wɔn nso no yɛyɛ no nso no wɔtumi ahyɛ no nso wɔ wɔn nti no 2028 ɛna papa wei wagye ɛyɛ pɛneɛ na ɔde twerɛdua si krataa so a ɛno nso no wɔtumi asan nso ɛde ama ɛyɛ england nso national team no wɔ hɔnom a ɔbɛhwɛ anim sɛ biribi nso no bɛtumi akɔ so yie nso no nso ɛde ama no wɔkɔ pie mu nso ɛwɔ nsɛm foforɔ mu deɛ na hansi flake mɛ na wɔkasa no deɛ no ɛndura humiliation papapaa ɛna ɔmo tumi kɔnyaeɛ ɛwɔ wonder metropolitan wɔ hɔnom na no ɛna ɔmo atwi bɛn no nsɛntwerɛfoɔ atwi bɛn no ɛbisa ne nsɛm bebree na ɛno na ɔkyerɛ mu deɛ a ɛyɛ adeɛ ɛyɛ lesson big lesson ɛde ɛma barcelona bɔbɔkuo no nso ɛwɔ hɔnom na they were thinking sɛ atletico madrid ɔmo yɛ ɔmo yere mu dada of course ɔmo ahyɛ wɔn back and forth saa nti na ɔmo fi sɛ wei nso no ɛyɛ adeɛ ɛyɛ dandel nso ɛwɔ hɔnom nti players no ɔmo lose concentration for the first half teamwork no na first half no nyinaa na ɛni hɔ nti no na ɛyɛ saa nso na ɛkɔ baeɛ na ɔmo hwɛ anim sɛ ɔmo atumi ayɛ comeback nso ɛwɔ spotify camp no na biribi nso no atumi akɔ so ɛyie nso ɛde ama ɛyɛ barcelona bɔbɔkuo no wɔn nyinaa ɛyɛ semi finals ɛwɔ copa del rey no first leg ɛna bɔbɔ wie a hansi flick nso no na no nsɛm nso ɛwɔ ɛyɛ match no mu no ɛno nso no ɔde to dwa nso ɛwɔ no saa nso na yɛda so ɔyɛ coaching mu nsɛnsɛn mu no posta kɔbu wonim sɛ ɔno ɛna ɔyɛ trene ɔyɛ former manager nso ɛde ma tottenham bɔbɔkuo no ɔkyerɛ mu deɛ a tottenham ɛnya deɛ a ɔmo ɛyɛ professional football club ɛnya deɛ ɔmo yɛ professional football club ne nyinaa ne sɛ wonim sɛ wednesday no ɛna ɔmo tumi pamo thomas frank nti thomas frank na ɔmo pamo no ɔsɛ ɛnya deɛ atwa yie ɛyɛ professional football ɛna nka ɔmo yɛ nneɛma in a professional way a nka ɛnya deɛ ɔmo bɛpamo ɛyɛ thomas frank because thomas frank no ɔnyɛ biribiara yɛ saa nso na ɔno nso no wanyɛ biribiara nso wɔ hɔ no ɔmo pamo no nti tottenham ɛyɛ adeɛ ɔmo bɛtumi ahwɛ yie na ɔmo to so ɔmo nneɛma yie na sɛdeɛ nkurɔfoɔ anim wɔn sɛ ɔmo ɛyɛ professional ɛyɛ football club no ɛno nso atumi amu aba saa nso no nso atumi ɛde ama wɔn nso ɛwɔ no saa nso na Declan Rice no mene ɛkasa no deɛ ɔkyerɛ mu deɛ a saa asɔkye na ɛbobɔ ba ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Arsenal so a wɔkyerɛ mu deɛ Arsenal deɛ ɛnya deɛ ɔmo bɛkɔ baabiara ɛne ho keka ho ne those kind of things nyinaa no ɛnyɛ nyinaa no ɔkyerɛ mu deɛ a ɔmo mbɔntu nso ɛwɔ hɔ nom na ɔmo concentrate on the field of play na ɛno nso no biribi nso no ɛntumi ɛnkɔ so ɛyie nso ɛmfama Arsenal bɔbɔ kuro no na ɔno ɔwɔ gyi di sɛ Arsenal the Gunners ɔmo ahura di kan a obi antumi mmɛtwa ɔmo ho yɛ no ɔmo de bɛkɔ awie paa wɔ hɔ nom despite sɛ for the meantime no deɛ nneɛma nhyɛ da nkɔ yie ma ɔmo alusu couple of matches and then ɔmo abobɔ draw bi wɔ hɔ nom no still now they can bounce back and then do things as well nso no na biribi nso no atumi akɔ so ɛyie nso no nso ɛwɔ hɔ nom saa nso ɛna wobɔ ɛwɔ wɔ Manchester United adwe so andra anaasɛ anonada no ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ co-owner ɛyɛ Jim Ratcliffe ɔno nso no nsɛm bebree na ɛna ɔno nso no ɔde to dwa ɛwɔ hɔ no na nyinaa deɛ ɔnano kɔpaeɛ wate aseɛ nano kɔpaeɛ nso ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Brentford ɔmo draw na ɔmo kɔbɔɛ no nano kɔpaeɛ nso ɛwɔ hɔ nom na ɔkyerɛ mu deɛ a ɛyɛ adeɛ a US of A foɔ no ɔmo ɔkyerɛ mu deɛ a ɔmo colonized by ɛyɛ immigrant foɔ no na nneɛma a wakɔda adwene sɛ ne saa asɛm wei a ɔkeka nyinaa no ɛnyɛ adeɛ a na so ani ɛwɔ hɔ nom na mmom no ɛkɔyɛ abɔtesɛm ɛno nti no sumi ama no ɛyɛ adwenkyerɛ anaasɛ sumi ama no adwensakyera a ɔde abɛto dwa na ɛno nso no apologize ɛde ama ɛyɛ obiara nso ɛwɔ hɔ nom na ɔmo hwɛ nim sɛ nneɛma nso bɛkɔ ayie nso no ɛde ama Manchester United bɔbɔkuo no sɛdeɛ biara nso no ɛbɛka Man U nso ɛwɔ hɔ nom yɛbɔ nso awura mu nso ɛwɔ nsɛm foforɔ mu deɛ a na Tottenham ɔmo ɛyɛ Wenger ayɛ confirm sɛ wɔnya ACL nti no ɛnya adeɛ a papa aberante no ɔbɛba na wabɛboa ɛyɛ Tottenham and so our previous matches are edi enima na say rest of the season no enyina na enya de obeba eye field no so na wabeboa eye Tottenham no so no enso ewo ho no mo Villarreal me no e kasa ne de omo eye midfielder chencherenche pa ono nso Ghanaian international san ye former midfielder Emma Arsenal bobokuo no Thomas Partey na ye ka no ho nsem onim say last season ni nyina no na enenam from say abrantie we no rape cases bi no nka ho no na ode no ho akofore for mba bi ho no ma na eno so mbra kwan so na nya de etwa ye e wo no mo na eno na sansem we nyina no na ye fisi atiada na ye fisi atiada but me no kasa ne de rape case 2 na omo esan dia beto abrantie yi so nso wo no mo nyina UK prosecutor ono so sa nsem we na ode abetutwa endra dan no omo abeso Thomas Partey a eno so omo sande eba England biem no mo abetuto nano nsem wo ho no mo eno ntino na sa NHA but asem na nkasa the 30th of March na obekọ kopie mu e wo court na eno so no ode ne lawyer nsem a omo e wo ka no eno so no omo etumi aka na eno so no se omo dibima no ma ye ni sa so no omo di fon so a na eno so asotwe e wo ho e de ma wo no eno so no omo enso etumi enya na ye pepepe enso e wo ho no mo ye bo ewura mo enso e wo nsem fofo mu dia na me no kasa ne dia England winger Raheem Sterling or former winger de ema Chelsea boboko no sanso na Manchester City so no abranche we so kosi na akan enso e wo no kakra na do say na eyade a ori Chelsea enche bia na this year ma na mutual understanding no omo terminate on the contract enso e wo no ma me no kasa ne dia sisi ano wotumi enso akopie mu e wo Eredivisie Giants for no emu enso wo no ma nyina final na papa we wotumi akopie mu enso wo no ma ode ni football career no eno so no okoto aso enso wo no nti Raheem Sterling sisi a wo hwe no dia eno Eredivisie no aho na okopie mu enso e wo no ma final ena okoboa wo na wo masi o makan enso e wo ho no ma nti na sa ena etie enso e wo no ma nti no pass no na ye bo enso ewura mu enso e wo fixtures no mu na eno so ye hu de ko enso ene dia eba enso dia na eno so no say ena etie wo no sa dia American kan England for no enye ade a omo ebebo eye omo fixtures no this weekend nyina no eye FA Cup nyina no eye FA Cup nti no obo ewura mu e wo eye England a enya dia ebeba so e wo no na yemom yembo nwura mu enso e wo La Liga na yenhwe dia ekone dia eba e wo round 24 no eno say ena etie abato safre e wo Osasuna sanso na Espanyol so no ene Celta Vigo Getafe ene Villarreal Sevilla enso ene Deportivo Alaves Real Madrid de los Blancos omo enso ene Real Sociedad enso e wo sanso na Oviedo enso ene Athletic Bilbao Rayo Vallecano ene Atletico Madrid sanso ene Levante enso no ene Valencia e wo Real Mallorca enso ene Real Betis enso e wo sanso na Girona enso ne FC Barcelona enso ena dia can see ebe wida so on sanso ena obo ewramo Italian Serie A anima na eno so say ena etie ono mo eno no Pisa the new promoter side omo ne bobo from AC Milan sanso na Como ene Fiorentina e on Lazio ene Atalanta sanso na Inter Milan so ne Juventus segment ne betumi discuss won sem so no na ye de ho statistics ni so etumi abro Udinese enso ene Sassuolo enso e ono sana Cremonese enso ene Genoa ena Parma ene Verona ena Torino enso ene Bologna enso on Napoli enso ene AC Milan ena Cagliari enso ene Leeds enso on Ubowura mu enso e wo German Bundesliga no man enso se na etie ukopiem e wo Signal Iduna and Borussia Dortmund enso ene Mainz 05 sanso na Bayer Leverkusen enso ene St. Pauli enso e wo no Eintracht Frankfurt enso ene Borussia Mönchengladbach enso e wo no sa enso ena ukopiem enso other matches mu a enso e wo no sanso na Werder Bremen ene Bayern Munich enso e wo no sanso na Stuttgart enso ene FC Cologne Wolfsburg enso ene Heidenheim ena RB Leipzig enso no ene bobo kwa ye from Wolfsburg enso e wo no sanso ena Olympique Marseille enso ne Strasbourg e wo no Lille Metropole enso ne Brest enso on sanso na Paris FC enso ene Lens e wo no na Le Havre enso ene Toulouse enso e wo no Torino anaso Lorient enso ene Angers enso e wo no sa enso na Metz enso ene Auxerre enso wo no Olympique Lyon enso ene bobo kwa ye from Nice enso e wo no tina sa ene tie yembo nwura mu na yenhwe stories no dia ekọ enso ene dia eba enso o no me no ka send dia Brentford ohwe almost this season teams a omo Asia big teams omo tumi Asia no omo results say na etie omo beat Liverpool sanso na Manchester United enso no omo etumi share won Aston Villa enso ayade omo tumi share won Chelsea omo no one ball draw ena Endra dai Arsenal Gunners enso no omo etumi ene won so no e ball draw enso won officially Igor Thiago Brazilian striker no me no kasa ne de wotumi enya player of the month of January player of the month of January ayade ameno kasa ne de wotumi nso enya wa 17 goals ena nso watumi aboa ne team a eno nso wotumi nso ahye nso ewo ho no ma ntim na saa ena ekop nso ene dia eba nso na ere nsem so ebe wo show nso no ende enwumre ewo ho no kya wotumi nso no ahye ne nso etumi e dia man yebo nso ewura mu nso ewo nso foforo na dia ekọ ne dia eba no eno nso ne etumi dia abroad a na eno nso ne ebo ewura mu ewo local scene ne said American kan no krobia kumase asante koroko enso any glorious impressive as of kanenti no baby abefa bia 1 minute bia na super class no ayade a hunsem ko an na wote e wo ho no enenti local scene no say na etie e ho no ya sha asade na yesom e wo aduana football club see me no cause the Collins atapuku ono so no ochiremu dia Black Stars omo ye call up and say omo technical team na omo beef up no ayade ofo aso ye pa e wo no because 2026 World Cup na e ba no enya jom kodi agro e wo ho no enenti no papa no e fo aso we e bankroller enso edema aduana football club almost 62nd on the leg log enso e wo ho no enenti no nyama koso eye ma won nti na e ba no eye technical knowledge ne wise na e wo football ma ayade onim nyina enso e wo no enti o chemu dia technical team no dia ebeboa papa na omo akọboa na otu ado nso no nyama enso etumi akọyie enso e dia ma no e wo World Cup tournament omo ko participate na enso no bia nso no etumi akọso yie nso no edi ama eye Black Stars of Ghana enso on me no kasa ne die ahead of eye club ya Kumasi Asante Koroko omo any glorious impressive as of Kumacha eye Sunday on bebo venue of attraction enso eye baba Yara Sports Stadium no Menchia Chiefs ni nyina no ende omo akọ eye club ya Kumasi Asante Koroko omo camp e wo hono ma eno no eye visitation so nkokra ena ore modi akoma club ya Kumasi Asante Koroko bobo ko ni nyina enso e wo hono nti wei omo ekohia eye team players no sanso ena eno se mpemfu a omo hwema bibia so ekoso yie enso ewo team no me kire technical team no nyina no ade a omo ekohia omo nyina enso any players ni nyina fo enyina openkra enso ade a owo ho no bia players ni nyina enso ade a omo ehia wo no atafoko mu nyina enso no ewo mu bia omo hwe nim se bibia na Sunday bibia betumi akoso ayie ade ama na referee ebe hyerɛ na aben na enso ode match ni nyina ba bia no na omo edi nkonim enso ewo house of folk enso ewo ho no sanso ena me no kasa ne dia media ma league leaders no omo ene aduana FC ena ebo na nkrofo mienu ya na say these two teams no ade a league log no so ba ko city first nya ba ko nso no city second enso ewo ho no me no kasa ne dia match na ade nyina eba so ende ewo ho no mo ende ya na sa match ni nyina ekoso ene nti no media ma won ato atena ba ko media ma ato atena ba ko nyina wo hwe anim say obetumi a stand eye points no nso oh leg log nso eye between eye mediama any aduana enti mediama e kan ato atena ba ko enso sa enso na leaders enso any vision asha level wonders e kan ba ko eye miensa enso e ho no e level wonders backyard e ho no match no ade e koso enti ye de ho ensem nyina nso no e be bro o show no so ho say show no so no e koso enti aya na wotumi nso no asha nso etumi e de aman e ho no sa so na the senior national team the Black Stars of Ghana omo eye team doctor Prince Pambo me no ekasa ne de confirm no we ya de wetumi enso a confirm say Mohamed Salisu ne injury na wanya no enye ade a obetumi aboa Black Stars e wo 2026 World Cup a omo bekwayi enye ade a obetumi abeti akan ne bi so no e de ama Black Stars into e wo ho nti Mohamed Salisu ono e na ohwani a me no ekasa ne de Black Stars na be hwere no nti akoya rehosem e de ama brantie no any Black Stars team so enyina enso e wo no ahead of super class ba so no FIFA referee Daniel Laye me no akasa ndi ono na obetumi akogina mu enso e wo baba Yara Sports Stadium Sunday na eno so wa hye na aben na wotumi edi ball no se de se ene se dia efata enso e wo no eno ntino na sa na etie e wo no but for the meantime na house of folk said American kan no statistics no ayade ayere be bro na enche bia no so no discussing segment no so no etumi e de abro e wo ho no mo eno ntino Godwin Kwashi ayade a wabeka yensa enso e wo ho no mo we oye me co-host ade bia no otumi eboa na yede analysis no enso any statistics ni nyina no enso etumi ebro enso e wo no ntino quick no yehwe goalkeeper of the month of January Benjamin Asare ayade a owun bi ntino start no e wo ho no mo sa enso na Benjamin Kwasi ono so no ayade owun bi o sina kan enso edema Bechem United bobo ko no Musa Zakari osina kan edema Sabates 1996 anso na Dreams FC omo keeper ye friend Rahman Osman ono so ayade omo bi sanso na Nasco player of the month of January and also no players we name what osina kan Edema says the Bobo Kono, sir, and so Anna Mediama Salim Adams way or a former air player, and so Edema glorious impressive Accra has a Onosono Owumbi. Dreams FC, John Entry, Onosono Ayadia, Onosono Owumbi, Insu or Mtiano Chimisono, Asha so Edia my Sanson and Nasco, a coach of the month of January, and also Chamudia Ibrahim Tanko, Mediama, na Okuchi or Sa, and so and a Christopher Enin, or also Okuchi Summertex 1996. Sa, and so Anna, a Kobina, Kobina, Emisa, also Sinakan, and I say Okuchi, a year between United Bobo, and so on, and a Dreams FC. Coach, a friend, Fred, Dorman, also, idea on the old movie in so one. Quick Canadian, not sa and a house of 15 games almost last 15 games almost here. Not saying that 2016, idea Kotoko, actually has of a born a canoe back one way to sa, and so and away no, a quiet 1-1 and so on. 2017 has of Tanapi, a share Kotoko canoe back on 2021, and also home at the market of a year. 0-0 ewo honomo ena omo ba enkran no has focus so edi nkunim ba ko enso ewo honomo sa enso ena 2021-2022 season no has focus na afie no kotoko board draw ewo honomo ena kotoko ekwochire has focus board na karba ko a has focus so entumi ante 2022-2023 no eno so say na ekwoye kotoko ebo ebe kotoko na afie ebo 1-1 ena has focus ekire kotoko board na kanu ba ko ewo honomo 2023-2024 eno so say ena no so ekwoye enso ewo honomo House of Folk, a ball, a canon, you know, Kotoko, and Sukoshemi and San House of Folk, Accra. Kumasan also has a Kotoko Sanctuary House of Folk, born a can be new Honma, and also want to be answered. Sanso, and a 24-25. Kotoko House of Folk, born a Caraba Kumase, and now on the board draw, and so our in crime. 2025-2026, almost Yabako. House of Folk, or backyard, and a Kotoko born a Canabako. It's a Siana dear, say, and a Etie, Ochina, Ebeko, Aku, you saying. And so hono and until and day yen chebibri statistics in the dosso a dosso for papa e won yen chebibri e foreign front e baba na ye de hu discussions ni na so no etumi abro o no quick na yen sembra no ye beko GODWIN QUASHIE adwesu e wo hono na eno so no ya share discussions no ase our foreign front GODWIN.
Great.
How are you doing?
I'm good, man.
You are once again welcome on the show.
Thank you.
So what is going on?
Yeah, live. We thank God for life.
Okay, so yesterday were you surprised about the Copa del Rey match semi-finals?
Yes,
first leg.
I was expecting Atletico to win, but not what actually happened. Yeah. So
first half order.
Yes, it's a bit of a huge.
I bet that is what you want.
Or not really, but we know Atletico, the kind of players they have.
Okay.
They can be able to do surprises, but I didn't expect the game to end like that. First half August,
Yeah.
It was totally disappointing on the side of Barcelona. So.
Okay. So right now, looking at the match, brief us like what went into the match. What was Barcelona that poor to the extent that they couldn't handle Atletico Madrid, or as Hansi Flick said that they lost control, the teamwork wasn't there, or would you adhere that defeat to the highline? Because a lot of people were giving a lot of excuses because of the highline, and then so Kubazi wasn't himself, and so.
Right. Coming into this game, the previous meetings between Barcelona and that of Atletico Madrid has ended in favor of Barcelona.
Yeah.
So I was actually speaking about this game with somebody yesterday, and before the start of the match.
Yeah.
And I was like, Diego Simeone this season, there's no guarantee that he's going to win the La Liga.
Of course.
The Champions League, I mean, statistically, it will be less than 10%.
Okay.
Of the possibility of Atletico winning the Champions League.
Yeah.
So the only trophy winnable this season will probably be the Copa del Rey. You understand? And the only hurdle in front of them was Barcelona.
Yeah.
And now, coming to the game, Barcelona has their own issues of injuries.
Yeah.
This season, where the likes of Rafinha is a very crucial part of this team.
Okay.
And whenever he is absent from this team, you could see the effect greatly.
Of course.
In the games that Barcelona lost this season, Rafinha has not started. He either not started or have not played.
Okay.
Against Chelsea in the Champions League, he didn't start. Barca lost by 3-0.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, going into this game, there was no Pedro. there was no Rashford,
Okay.
there was no Rafinha.
Okay.
So all those three key players are
Yeah.
very instrumental for
Yeah.
Barcelona this season.
Yeah.
And going to a game against Atletico Madrid, I
Because
know,
yesterday the lineup, you could clearly see that
Yes.
Hansi Flick is kind of confused.
Confused
Because
of
how
what
can you
exactly-
play Daniel midfielder at the wing?
yes, so it tells you that the materials available are not there.
Yeah.
So I know Diego Simeone will be smiling watching that lineup,
Okay.
because if you look at his players, the attackers, they are very, very fast.
Of course.
And if you watch all the goals Barca conceded yesterday,
Mhm.
it wasn't directly through the middle.
Yeah.
It was just long balls through the wings,
Yeah.
and they cut it and then they scored. So
Okay.
a lot of teams are trying to study the style of play of Barcelona,
Okay.
and they are capitalizing on what a lot of people see, that high line.
Yeah.
But this Hansi Flick team is not a team that play defensive football.
Of course.
Straight from Bayern Munich,
Yeah.
he loves to attack all the time. The full 90 minutes, he loves to be on forefront of the game.
Okay.
Now, going to that game against Atletico Madrid yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised.
Okay.
Hansi Flick, knowing that the key engine of that team in the midfield was not available,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you deploy a strategy that will actually help your team not to concede a lot
Yeah.
of goals against Atletico Madrid?
Yeah.
Because you knew very well that once you open the game to Atletico,
Mhm.
what they are going to do is long balls and counter attack.
Okay.
Because if you look at players like Ademola Lookman, who is a very, very good finisher,
Okay.
very fast player, Julian Alvarez,
Yeah.
Giuliano Simeone,
Yeah.
all these guys have top speed. Now, if you play that kind of formation where you are always on the forefront, that particular high line, you
Yeah.
saw the second goal that Ademola Lookman scored, or
Yeah.
Griezmann scored.
Yeah.
It was a long ball to the wings.
Of course.
Lookman, somebody cutting, and then to Antoine Griezmann.
But
You
yesterday,
understand?
I must say, and then all Barcelona fans have to admit that yesterday the team wasn't there.
Of course,
That team that we've seen from last season,
yesterday the team was
it wasn't there.
I mean,
It wasn't there.
that
Of
was not a
course,
Barcelona, winning
especially the
condition.
first half.
Yes.
And then the second half, the second half goal that they disallowed played a vital role.
Vital role. If that would have gone in, something might happen. But
Yeah.
for some time now, Barcelona, the first half performances, both in the league and that of the Champions League, has not been encouraging.
Okay.
You watch the last group phase game in the Champions League between Barcelona and Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Barca was actually playing 1-1 in that first half.
Of course.
You understand? Which was keeping them outside the top 8.
Yeah.
So for some time now, Barcelona's first half performance has not been to the standard.
Okay.
So it is something that Hansi Flick has to work on.
Okay.
Now, Atletico Madrid having this 4-0 victory.
Okay.
Do you know the first time that Barcelona conceded 4 goals in the first half in the Copa del Rey game?
No.
Or the first half in a football match.
Okay.
4 goals to nil first half. Was back at 1953.
1953.
Over so many decades.
1953.
And that particular game
Wow.
was between Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Oh, okay.
And the game ended 5-0 in favor of Real Madrid. You understand?
Okay.
It's been a very long time. You can talk about recent games between Barcelona and then that of Bayern Munich in the Champions League.
Okay.
But that first half did end 4-0 in favor of Bayern Munich. Luis Suarez pulled a goal back. In fact, it was 4-1 or 3-1 also in first half.
Okay.
So yesterday, even when the red card came about, I thought maybe Atletico would have taken advantage of that and added some few goals. Because going into Camp Nou, we all know what can happen. If Barcelona decide to turn up at Camp Nou, it could be a different story.
Getting all their key players back.
Yes, but don't.
They've done some before at the top front. Champions League.
Of course, that was
with
against
Paris Saint-Germain.
But now, Hansi Flick will be worried.
Okay.
If I go all out against Atletico in that second leg,
okay,
I try to play all the ball, create chances.
Mm-hmm.
The signing of Ademola Lookman has brought a lot of energy to the attack of Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
Now, if you check that forefront, I think there are 3 players who are very quick.
Okay.
And the least mistake, if the ball is kicked long, you are under attack.
Okay.
So we could talk of Ademola Lookman, who sometimes operates in the middle,
okay,
leaving Julian Alvarez on the wings. Alvarez himself is a very good finisher.
Of course.
Now,
yesterday, look at his
goal. And there is Giuliano Simeone, the son of Diego Simeone himself. Yeah. That guy is a beast.
Okay.
He plays like he's a warrior. So, Atletico will be going to the second leg thinking that, no, we cannot go and play Barcelona boot for boot.
Okay.
They will have a very special game plan. But the second leg will be dependent on if the Barcelona players who were missing through injury were available. If Pedro will be available, if Rashford will be available, if Rafinha will be available, fully fit for that particular game.
Yeah.
then Barcelona has a chance.
Yes, of course.
But if not,
they can do it. They've done something before.
If not, I don't think this year will be for Barcelona in the Copa.
But someone will be like, is it because Real Madrid is not in the game?
It might be a factor.
Barcelona is doing that La Cadasca or portraying that La Cadasca.
You know, a competition where you have Madrid and Barcelona.
By all means, you
because yesterday, that Barcelona team, Atletico were just too clinical.
Oh, fine. Listen. Atletico that we know, Diego Simeone that we know.
Yes.
He has never been clinical. To me, he has never been clinical in his football. The thing is, he portrayed his tactics.
Of course.
If it
sometimes it works in his favor.
Yeah, sometimes it works. And yesterday it worked on Barcelona, all because Barcelona played a game, as I said, meaning as if they have nothing at stake.
You know one thing that happened. I think Diego Simeone went to watch all those clips of the games Barcelona lost this season, and from those games, the previous one was against Real Sociedad.
But do you know something? I don't think so.
Let me
Real Sociedad match. Sometimes I don't want us to use Real Sociedad match if you are discussing something or we are giving
but I just want
because they've already bound the referee.
No, I know. But you see, the game was when Barcelona equalized.
Okay.
It wasn't up to 5 minutes and Real Sociedad scored another goal.
Okay.
You know why? Barcelona was on the forefront trying to get another goal. And the second goal Barcelona considered in that game was just a long ball.
Okay.
Over the top of the defense. 1-2 passes. Go. If you watch a game between Barcelona and that of Chelsea in the Champions League, the first goal that Chelsea scored was from a corner kick.
Okay.
It was an own goal from Koundé.
Yeah.
The second goal, it was after because of the highlight. So Diego Simeone knew very well that if he had Lookman on the wings, Griezmann at the other side, Guilherme Simeone and then Julian Alvarez linking around the center.
Okay.
When there is a counter attack, the possibility of scoring a goal is high.
Okay.
If you watch all the goals yesterday, Rich, there wasn't any build up from the middle.
Okay.
That led to Atletico Madrid's goal yesterday.
Okay.
If you realize all of them were long balls to the wings, cutting and the finish.
Okay.
So Hansi Flick has to know that, Charlie, it is not every game that I have to deploy this highlight because teams that are smart are trying to take advantage of it. If you want to play such a formation, you need to be very mindful of your defenders, the fullbacks.
Godwin, can I ask you something?
Yes.
Is it only Hansi Flick who played this highlight?
There was this coach, Hans Postecoglou, when he was at Tottenham.
Okay.
When he said proper highline, that man. In fact,
but
one time I was like, is this guy crazy?
Okay.
Against Chelsea, that previous game he lost 4-3. When he lost 4-3, you know, even when they had 2 red cards, this man was still playing highline. I'm like, this guy is not serious. You realize that season, Tottenham Hotspurs finished 5th in the English Premier League ranking.
Yeah.
They played beautiful football. They scored a lot of goals, but the problem was that they conceded a lot.
Okay.
Now, you all know that Barcelona doesn't have the financial power right now to sign top defenders.
Okay. So
what they have at the moment, that's what they are taking advantage of. But I'm not blaming Hansi Flick because of the highlight. He needs to know that. He needs to know that every game has a formula.
Okay.
If you are playing Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano, they have their fans behind them.
Okay.
These guys have lost all games they played against you guys since 2024. So you knew very well that they were going to fight to the end.
Okay.
And that's what they did yesterday. Okay. In fact, I saw some people blaming some players, but it wasn't the photo. What happened yesterday was the total masterclass from Atletico Madrid. Of course. And I think that goal that was ruled out was very crucial. Of course. If that goal was accepted.
Do you know? Sometimes I don't understand human beings. They were right now they were saying that they've come and then clarified everything that the domestic highline offline and the offside this thing, the domestic machine it has fault at that point. So they spent 8 minutes to 10 minutes checking. So you can't use your mind to disallow this goal.
So my problem is that in such a high level game, high class game,
they were down by 4.
Where can you?
How can you disallow this goal?
How can you give this particular excuse?
You see that thing?
You understand?
So
last weekend, I was watching Atletico Madrid and Real Betis. Griezmann equalized,
Mm-hmm.
and they said the goal was offside.
Okay.
When they drew the line,
Mm-hmm.
the guy stood was what was the offside.
Okay.
I was totally surprised
Mm-hmm.
because I thought these things would be prevented in football.
Okay.
But yesterday, it's a typical thing that happens most of the times in football.
Yeah.
It's just a pure agenda.
Of course.
But I know that on the side of some Barcelona players, it's just a feeling.
Yeah.
The absence of Real Madrid in this Copa del Rey has not really made it special for them.
Easy
In
that
fact,
thing.
I know the Barcelona players, whenever they are playing Madrid, they turn up to their
Or whenever they are in a tournament and then Madrid
is also
there,
content for the
especially this knockout stage.
There's a video circulating on social media.
Okay.
You know, last night Vinicius Junior and some Madrid players were in a park. They were enjoying themselves.
Okay.
And when the game ended 4-0, one guy walked out to Vinicius and showed him the scoreline. 4-0. He was like, whoa, he was surprised.
Okay.
That Atletico Madrid was able to beat Barcelona 4-0. It was funny. But I think hugely yesterday's game, the result was affected by the injuries that Barcelona had in the
Of course.
if they're able to get those players back, I know Pedro will not be able to play the second leg because of the length of his injury.
Okay.
Rafinha,
But
we don't know how fit he is.
I learned that he's recovering quickly.
So maybe probably I'm sure that the next second leg will be probably next week.
Okay.
But let's see. I'm not sure he'll be ready to
But I think
play that second leg.
Rafinha will be there.
Rafinha might start from the bench.
But yesterday I was surprised. That Mark Bernard was on the bench and then Hans Flick was playing.
Do you know?
Casado
Do you know the perfect lineup that I was having in mind yesterday?
Okay.
You see, for some time now, Hans Flick has deployed Eric Garcia as the DM.
Okay.
All right, and it worked perfectly.
Let's run quick on this.
And it worked perfectly.
Okay.
So yesterday, when you don't have any Pedro, Gavi, any of those, proper DMs in place, what do you do? I was expecting maybe Hans Flick will go with Mark Bernard and Kubasi at the center back.
Okay.
Mundi, and then Baldi.
Okay.
Alejandro Baldi.
Cancelo even was there.
Yes. And then you play Eric Garcia holding midfield, De Jong, and maybe Danny Olmo.
Okay.
In that middle. You have Ronnie Baji.
Yeah.
He can play at the right wing.
You see, Baji was Baji wasn't there.
What, he wasn't available yesterday.
Yeah.
Ronnie Baji, he's not injured.
But are you sure?
So
Baji,
that was the
Baji
perfect lineup.
But you see, Baji is playing where this guy.
Lamine Yamal is playing. But that guy is a good player. He can always invent. You understand? So, but yesterday's game was just one of those nights. Atletico was going to win. When they had the second goal, I'm like, man, this is going to be a very long night for Barcelona.
Okay, so Arsenal. Let's they should put this one on the screen for us. The English Premier League leg lock. The table they should put. Yeah.
Managers like Pep Guardiola knows what it takes to win the Premier League.
Yeah.
You understand?
The league table.
Do you know why I say that?
Yeah.
Past 3 seasons, when Arsenal was leading,
okay,
everybody say, this is the season Arsenal will be winning the league. Now, in that season, Man City was not top notch in the first half of the season. Of course. The second half of the season started. Manchester City started creeping everybody in it.
Okay.
And when they asked Pep Guardiola, do you think this time around can bypass Arsenal? You know what he said? The league is won at the finishing line.
Okay.
Talking about match day 36, 37, and 38.
38.
Now, some time ago, Arsenal was leading Manchester City by almost 11 points.
Okay.
But what happened?
Table.
What happened?
Table.
What happened? I think Mikel Arteta, even though he has got the quality, the materials in place to win this league, that experience of winning Premier League as a manager, he hasn't gotten it yet.
Okay.
There are certain games that you expect Arsenal to win this season, hands down.
They will draw and then probably lose.
First game against Chelsea, Chelsea had a red card.
Okay.
It was as if Chelsea was the one wanted to win that game more than that of Arsenal.
Of course.
That game ended 1-1.
Yeah.
Stamford Bridge. Against Aston Villa away, Arsenal lost. Aston Villa was in form that time. Very, very good.
Okay.
Against Sunderland away, Arsenal drew 1-1. Against Wolverhampton, against Nottingham Forest, Arsenal drew 0-0. And against Brentford yesterday, 1-1. My question yesterday was, The best player for Arsenal yesterday on the park was Noni Madueke.
Okay.
He was the one who even got the goal.
Okay.
The guy was having his day yesterday. In fact, it was his game yesterday.
Okay.
Why do you take him off and bring Bukayo Saka, who hasn't been effective this whole season for Arsenal? Of course. Gabriel Martinelli had several chances yesterday. One particular good chance at the final minute to win the game for Arsenal. He squandered it. Now, if Arsenal loses this particular title, Mikel Arteta will be looking back at those games that he dropped points. Okay. Against Nottingham Forest, against Sunderland, against Chelsea. Okay. Great. I think a lot of Arsenal fans are not happy.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know? It's just 4 points.
Yeah.
4 points between Manchester City and Arsenal. And Man City's fixtures from now to the end of the season is relatively easier than that of Arsenal.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Arsenal still has Chelsea to play.
Okay.
You know, it's a London derby. Anything can happen. This new Chelsea side is different. You understand? They can do anything at any day. But a lot of people expect Arsenal to win that particular game. They still have Spurs away to go. Okay. They haven't played some stubborn teams yet in the English Premier League. Yeah. You understand?
So breaking news. Yeah. Tottenham Hotspur has appointed new interim coach. Okay. Yeah. He's in the person of Igor Tudor. Yeah.
Okay. Rich. You see, so Pep Guardiola will be somewhere smiling. Okay. Be thinking, oh, this guy has taught so many years. I have not learned a lot of things from him.
So now I'm beating him.
You know, Pep Guardiola will be leaving next season.
Yeah.
He might probably want to end his chapter at Manchester City. Of course. On a very good note. He's into the finals of the Carabao Cup. Yeah. They are still in the FA Cup. Yeah. They are playing the Champions League.
And even the finals of the Carabao Cup.
He's playing Arsenal. At Wembley next month.
And then they will play in the League 2.
In the League 2. The possibility of them meeting in the quarterfinals of the Champions League or the round of 16 is still there. Okay. So Manchester City will be the Arsenal's nightmare this season.
No. Pep he doesn't have to do that.
You see,
he doesn't have to. This one there, that's it too.
See, there are a lot of players at the Manchester City.
Small boy at the
Ryan Check. He has not won the league title before. Okay. Tijani Reinders. He came from AC Milan. Yeah. He would love to win it. Of course. Our very own Antoine Semenyo. Yeah, see, since he joined Manchester City, do you see what a good team can do to a player? Of course. A good team
and a good manager
can transform a particular footballer. Have you seen what is happening to Antoine Semenyo? He's scoring goals left, right, center.
I won't be surprised. He come to the national team and then flop.
Not really, but
I won't be surprised.
It might happen because the caliber of players you have in our team are not up to the standard of Manchester
course. And then the coach as well.
Of course. But Antoine Semenyo will be looking at that title.
With 2 eyes, right? Or 1 eye.
This will be my first Premier League title.
Okay.
The very last time a Ghanaian player won the Premier League title was back around somewhere in the 2010-2009 season, where Michael Essien won it and I think Carlo Ancelotti. Very long, a long time ago. So it will be very, very nice for Manchester City. I know there's no pressure on them as it stands. Yeah. The kind of pressure that will be on Arsenal team right now. Every game has to be like a final. Of course. I watched Declan Rice saying that these things happen. If you don't go through this difficult moment, you are not worthy of winning the Premier League. He's right. Okay. But mind you, if Arsenal does not win the league this season, majority of the first team, those big stars, might be frustrated. They might want to leave. Okay. Already, Real Madrid is on the tails of Saliba. Okay. Declan Rice there. He wants to win Premier League title. He's growing. Of course. And those players might be thinking about their future at Arsenal. Yeah. In the second hand. You understand? So, I still believe they can win it. Okay. Provided the manager does what is right. Okay. Arteta is too stubborn. You understand? Yeah. Arteta is too stubborn.
Let's run up.
So, Charlie, that is it. I still think they can win it, but football is football. If they don't take their opportunities well, Manchester City will snap it up at the final.
Okay. So that is what Godwin is saying. Football is football. Anything can happen. And if Arsenal refuse to sit up, they will laugh at the wrong side of their mouth at the end of the season. That is what Godwin is saying. So you have rocket in now on the following front. Then we come to the local scene. The local scene here is pack. You see, you quickly know you better tackle Black Stars or more technical. I think additional 20 something
I think it was 8.
No,
the new appointment.
Yeah, I think 12.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, 12.
I think we discussed the last week.
Yeah, 12. Last week was 8, and then they
added new,
I think 4 new faces to it. Gordon, do you think it's a waste of money or they are doing the right thing?
Rich, as it stands, when we are comparing a technical team we have,
okay,
the level of expertise of those guys in there,
okay,
with that of the countries we are going to play against, we are nowhere near.
Okay.
Look at England. They've just extended Thomas Tuchel's contract,
of course,
for an extra 2 years.
Yeah,
you understand. Thomas Tuchel has his own backroom staff. His people, the team that he works with.
Okay.
Mind you, that coach has won Champions League.
Yeah.
Has won league titles.
Of course.
Has won Club World Cup.
Yep.
So he's seen it. He has been to that stage. They're going to play against a Croatia side that won bronze medal at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar.
Yeah.
They were finalists in 2018 in Russia.
Okay.
Croatia is no small side that you can joke with in the World Cup.
They have a lot of experience.
Always they perform very well when it comes to the World Cup.
Okay.
You understand? So what can we do as a country that is going to challenge these teams in the upcoming World Cup?
Of course.
We need to beef up our team, our technical team.
Yeah.
The brain behind the team. We need to have top-notch analysts who can analyze the performance of our opponents and give us a perfect game plan to actually use in meeting them. So I don't want to talk about this like as if we are wasting money.
Okay.
As soon as they are qualified and they are good for us, and we need them, I think we are good to go. At the moment, we don't have a lot of quality players. So what we can depend on is what? A proper technical team that will help us map out a very good tactical plan, a game plan to actually take on this team in the World Cup.
Okay. So do you think they are doing the right thing? Right? And if like you add so many you add so many technical teams in addition with what they've appointed.
Yeah.
Meaning that like those people we are going to meet at the World Cup front, they have a lot of technical teams.
They have a lot of good people in there. Okay. We have quality technical team.
Okay. So that is it. Quickly, the super class.
Yeah.
120th match between Krobia Kumasi and Asante Kotoko, and then glorious, impressive Accra Hasukuk. So quickly, let's give you the statistics around this super clash since the 80s. Since
have you remember that movie YOLO?
Yeah, since the 80s.
Since the 80s.
that cycle.
Okay. The 80s.
Okay, so had House of Folk last 5 away matches. House of Folk of late, they've been performing very, very good in their away matches. Yeah. So last 5 House of Folk away matches. They lost against Carolina United and then they lost against Mediama. 2-0 to Carolina United and then 1-0 to Mediama at Stapa TNA. The rest in House of Folk have won.
I think Hoffa United is in there.
Yeah, they've won. Yeah. And then let's see head to head. So this thing, you see, if they are come to play such games, super clash, and I say El Clasico, like if rival teams ever be here, always, you see, we have star boys. We have star boys almost 1 year publicity. What I say. So those star boys, okay, a year star boys now, Albert Amwa and Mauli Wayo. Albert Amwa was once in this country, Libya. Yeah. And then I think this thing didn't go according to plan. So he has to come back. And then Oba, 5 appearances for Kobia Kumasi as already. And then Washe 3. Wama 2 assists. And Nasco MVP, like team
player of the match.
Team player of the match. And it's winner 2. Compared to Mauli Wayo, 18 appearance, and the glorious, impressive Accra Hasukuk. Washe 5 goals, Wama 1 assist, and MVP no nya biye. Intino, star players anyway, and Omo Mukwakoshia. I think that Omo last match Omushia, Mauli Wayo share fantastic goal, but it was disallowed by the linesman. And also, you don't have of course. And then Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko last 5 home matches, unbeaten. That one they are unbeaten. Yeah. Omoni Bijama 2-2, Omoni Dreams FC 1-0, Omoni Bechem United 6-0. Omone Bechem Bekum Chelsea 0-0, and then Omone Baseke Holy Stars 3-0 for Club Yakuma. All the wins for Club Yakuma as a total, and they play two draws. And then last yɛhwɛ ɔmo goalkeepers no so no ɔmo goalkeepers no say ɛna ɛteɛ Mohamed Kamara ɔno ɔyɛ first keeper ɛde ɛma ɛyɛ Club Yakuma se Asante Kotoko ɛna Benjamin Asare yɛ number 1 Black Stars goalkeeper ɔno so ɛna ɔdamu ɛde ɛma ɛyɛ House of Hope na ɔnim sɛ ɔba with a lot of injuries nti no ne ɔnkyɛda ɛnkyɛ bɔ bebree ɛmfa ama House of Hope nti ne this season wakyɛ mako 11 ɛde ama House of Hope saa nso ɛna Kamara nso no at 16 ɛnso ɛde ama Club Yakuma se Asante Kotoko say ɛna te clean sheet no Kamara ɛnya 10 ɛna goals considered no Kamara considered 12 goals ɛna wins no Kamara nya 8 wins ɛna draw wenya 4 draws ɛna loses nso no wenya yɛ 4 loses ban on the side of Benjamin Asare wenya 11 wins 11 appearance 8 wins ɛna wenya Charlie, that guy doesn't concede wahyɛ 4 concede 4 goals pɛ ɛna we win 6 ɛna we draw 4 ɛna we lose 1 so this season ne wadama we lose yɛ 1 pɛ ɛde ma House of Hope glorious impressive House of Hope say na ɛte super class team starts all meetings since 1958 so 1958 ɛna House of Hope ɛna Club Yakuma se Asante Kotoko start say ɔmo yɛ dɛ ɔmo the super class no ɛhyɛ so 1958 at that time were you born no never you were me cry one woman na one do so 1958 almost 119 matches break down on say ɛna ɛteɛ wins Kotoko a winning 41 House of Hope a winning 38 draws no ɛyɛ 40 draws ɛna loses no Kotoko winning 38 House of Hope winning Kotoko lose 38 House of Hope winning we lose 41 so that is it and it's not them not so see how your position on the level of now House of Hope Kotoko at third with 36 points. It's not them not. Yeah, fixtures in now for match day 22 no. Fixtures in now yeah, Mediama on a Adriana no almost so Mediama leading by a long goal. So ena 11 wonders in so a year Bobo from Vision FC no. Almost the baby 3-0 in favor of Vision FC on Sunday saying that here who came over our sports stadium House of Hope Koshia glorious Omone Club Yakuma se Asante Kotoko Baba Era Sports Stadium so and Ahoho United in so Baton Sapre Nations and the Dream FC and so and Carolina United Samson and Go Stars and so and Baseke Holy Stars and so on so All Blacks and so and Samatex 1996 Samson have the Chelsea and so Bobo for Heart of Lion and Abichem United and so young apostles GODWIN House of Hope that we know hasn't been that House of Hope Club Yakuma se Asante Kotoko that we know hasn't been Club Yakuma se Asante Kotoko for a decade, over a decade, 2 decades now. Let me say it that way. Roughly 2 decades now. They are going to make. You see this kind of euphoria around this super class. We are not getting it again. Of course, we are not getting it again. You see, at first that was then early 2000. We follow me Papa Stadium, and then now you can share House of Hope no Club Yakuma se Asante Kotoko. Almost House of Hope Kotoko Babishi GODWIN it wasn't easy.
Oh, really?
You see taxi drivers, they will portray the flags
and all that
on their what do you call it in front of their cars, on top of their cars, at the back of their cars, and those kind of things. They will portray all those kind of things. But now, it's not like I don't know what is the publicity or we are not doing.
Great. I think it has to do with the level of our football. It has dropped to the level where a lot of people are not having interest in it.
If you look at the level of football, if you take it from that angle, what are you trying to insinuate?
I've been saying this over and over again. Where would a player leave the Ghana Premier League and go to Tanzania?
Okay.
Ethiopia. Okay. It means that things are not done properly here in our league.
Okay.
The Ghana Football Association has allowed things to go the wrong way.
Okay.
Now every country has left us. Let me tell you, every country has left us. Now we cannot boast of ourselves as the African Brazil that people know us to be in the early 2000s, in the 90s.
Of course.
Why? Because greed and personal gain or personal interest has taken over the development agenda that we are supposed to have for our football. So now you go to match centers. If you have a team like Masters and Tikoroko and Accra are coming to play, two traditional clubs, half of the stadium is empty.
Yeah.
As compared to the 2000s.
Unless you beg.
As compared to the 2000s.
Unless you beg the fans.
Even free entry crowd will not get full stadium.
Yeah.
You understand? As compared to the 2000s, when this particular game is coming to, you are coming to play this game, the stadium is almost full.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is lively.
It's not like almost full, it's full.
Full to full capacity. You enjoy it. But when is the last time you've seen that? Even Blasters games when we struggle to get the numbers to come and watch.
Of course.
Last minute and beer gates, free gates.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That tells you that there is something that is not going on well.
Okay.
The welfare of our players in the league.
Okay.
The wage structure. Can you hit your chest and say you know the salary of several Ghanaian players in the Ghana football?
I don't know, but what I know is
apart from
the teams that they do pay well is House of Oak, Protocol, Midiama, Samates, few.
I said those teams.
Yeah.
Even those teams, do you have access to their wage structure? It's not there.
No, you don't have access to it.
If I mention a player in the Ghana Premier League right now, you can't tell me how much they are being paid.
Even sometimes in their signing, they don't want to
disclose what goes into the signing.
Yeah.
So you see what's happening. All these things need to be put in place. All right, for our league to develop.
Okay.
A country like Ghana, we cannot see one of our teams to participate in Africa, even in African competitions.
Of course.
To the level where the semi-finals or even the finals.
Yeah. That is very, very much.
Since I started watching football closely, I've not seen a Ghanaian team that Ghanaian team played in any African competition or club competition finals before.
Okay.
You understand? I only going to watch highlights of Masters and Tikoroko and the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup.
Yeah.
It is sad.
That is way back 2000.
Countries like Sudan, our players are living here and going to Sudan. Ethiopia,
South Africa.
You see,
Libya.
You see the South African League. Fantastic. Why can't we do the same thing here in Ghana?
Okay.
Our players will go through a lot of hell to perform.
Of course.
And as soon as there is an offer from any country that has a lot of monetary benefit,
they'll go.
A player can leave the Ghana Premier League and go to Thailand,
Okay.
Uzbekistan, Singapore,
okay,
Dubai.
Okay.
That tells you that if you are playing here as a footballer, there's nothing at stake. You cannot get anything here.
Okay.
If you're not fortunate to play for Accra to Folk, Masters and Tikoroko, or Mediama, then the rest you have to manage.
Okay, so
you understand? So it is sad. Now coming to the main game.
Yeah.
At the Barbera Sports Stadium. Rich, Masters and Tikoroko at home this season hasn't lost a game.
Yeah.
In fact, in the last 5 games, we've been very, very solid.
Of course.
No defeats in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
No, the start of this season, I was actually tipping Masters and Tikoroko to win this season Premier League title.
I don't think so.
That was my prediction.
They've sacked Karuzito.
Yes, that was my prediction because they started the season very well.
And do you know something? All the teams that all the coaches that they've been able to score as a whole. You see, at the various in Kotoko, when they are managing Kotoko, is that you see if they are playing or if they are handling these small teams. Let's take this man as an example. Kotoko former coach Prosper Nate Ogum. Nate Ogum was coaching Wapa.
Yeah.
And then he was beating us back and forth. So he went to Krobia Kumasi as a and was still beating House of Hope.
He won the league as well.
And then Karim Zito as well.
Also, I
Karim
think Dreams
Zito
Dreams
took
FC.
over Dreams FC. He was beating House of Hope back and forth. And then he took over and then he was still beating. So look at House of Hope right now that they've given appointment to one of Karim Zito's technical team members.
Yeah.
What can he do?
Rich.
I think that is great advantage
For
House of Hope.
yeah.
Yeah. And then looking at House of Hope coach, what is his name? Dramani.
Yeah.
Didi Dramani. They've met twice. The first one he won. No, they've met 3 times. The first one, Kotoko scored him. The next one he won 2-0.
Yeah, I think
And
that
then
was in the top competition. The
Gaka top 4.
Yeah.
And then in the league, that
In the
controversial,
disallowed goal.
controversial disallowed goal and those kind of things.
And the penalty.
Yeah, so it's kind of 50-50 for them.
Both sides, yeah.
Rich,
You know, this season, Kumasi Asante Kotoko has won 9 games.
okay,
They drew 8.
okay,
And they lost 4. On the side of Accra Atufo, 9 victories, 9 draws, and then 3 defeats.
okay.
So Atufo is leading Kumasi Asante Kotoko by just a point.
Yeah.
Now, going into this game, you know, Asante Kotoko started the season way better than that of Atufo.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
They were one side. It got to a point they were leading the table for like 6 points, 7.
Yeah.
And even with outstanding games,
Yes.
that was when they were in Africa.
Yes.
But it got to a time their performance dropped, and then since Mediama and then the Duana Stars took over.
Rich, I think that was the reason why they sacked.
Yes. Now going into this particular game, it's going to be very, very difficult.
Okay.
Now this is a super clash.
Okay.
It doesn't depend on form or anything.
Yeah.
Anything can surprise you at any given day.
Yeah.
Rich, I'm seeing a very tight encounter. Very, very close one.
Okay.
I'm not sure there will be a lot of goals in this one. Looking at the defensive record of Accra in recent matches,
Okay.
they've been very solid.
Yeah.
Kotoko themselves hasn't been very, very good when it comes to defensive issues.
Okay.
The last game in the MTN Cup, they lost on penalties against the Duana Stars, which is a very, very painful one. So looking back at that particular game, they might be willing to take their revenge on Accra in this particular game.
Yeah.
You understand? So, but Accra knew that they lost the first leg by a goal to 0.
Yeah.
And then they even scored an equalizer that was disallowed in a very
So do you know something? Since 2023, since 2023, that is what they've been doing.
Yeah.
In the season, one will win and then the second leg will be draw. Is it that the first leg will be drawn and the second one? That is what is happening. Yeah.
So I had a perfect scoreline for this particular.
So meaning that if history will repeat itself, it will be that draw.
It will be 1-1.
It will be 1-1. No, they've 1-1. 1-1. Not 0-0
or 0-0.
1-1.
1-1 or 0-0.
0-0. Yeah. What about 2-2?
2-2. I'm not seeing a lot of goals in this game.
Okay.
Because Atufo will not go there and play an open game.
Okay.
It will be a very tactical and physical game, but
Okay.
I see a 1-1 draw in this game. But if Kumasi Asante Kotoko push harder, they can get a 2-1.
Okay, Godwin, let's wrap up on this. Give us the score. Rich, like correct one, because those people they are doing the correct assessment and
Yes,
they are looking up to you. You are the sports professor.
Rich, as I said earlier, I think it will end in 1-1 draw.
Okay.
Yes, at the Barbarian Sports Stadium.
Are you still insisting on the 1-1 draw?
draw? Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
1-1 or 2-1 for Kumasi Asante.
1-1 or 2-1 for Kumasi Asante. Yeah. Hey, you don't believe your team. Your own team. Your own team.
We are going to Kumasi. I think as it stands, player to player, performance-wise, I think Kumasi Asante Kotoko, even though they are behind us on the table, they are a bit ahead of Accra.
Player to player. Are you sure?
Yes. You see, when it comes to
House of Oak will play everything. Right now, I don't know what's wrong.
the problem of House
They
of
have
Oak is
they have good goalkeeper, they have good defense, they have good midfield, but
that is why I'm saying that House of Oak this season struggle with goal scoring.
Okay.
And when they create chances against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, I don't know how we are going to convert that.
Okay.
If you depend on only Mauli Wayo, I mean, it's a very difficult task.
Okay.
But Kumasi Asante Kotoko, if they decide to turn up, you saw what they did to Bechem United. 6-0.
Yeah.
In fact, so that tells you that Barbara Sports Stadium they score a lot of goals.
And then they was defeated just last weekend. They were defeated by Adriana.
Yeah, on penalties.
On penalties, 4 goals to 2.
That defeat will be ringing at the back of their minds.
Okay.
No, we cannot lose 2 games but in a row. So
okay.
I think there will be a more hungrier side going into this game against.
But do you know that this clash?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me clear this one before you end the clash. This clash is based on experienced coaches.
Of course.
Coaches that they have the experience in the Ghana Premier League.
Yes.
So looking at what was that? Yeah, share the statistics in.
Yeah.
What was that? Super say has it was at the tenure of this not Samabodu won a lot of matches. Yeah. This man, this foreign man, Watara.
Yeah.
Coach Watara, Abubakar Watara. When we need that, I think 4 to 5 matches.
Yeah.
They scored the best year 1 draw.
Yeah. So
and now gap no a wide no. And then right now Kotoko is not having that experienced coach, having that well-known coach.
But you know this.
So to me, based on that, Kotokwaya, dear, me has to hope I don't believe in them like that. But you see, this one it needs spirit.
Of course,
you get it. It needs spirit, a lot of fighting spirit, a lot of that coach who can convince the players, who can put something, inculcate something in the mind of the players to do something. This one is not tactics. Charlie, what's a Messiah chips, across that one. So that's it.
It's a direct message to the players.
Good.
It's a super
but
class.
Almost around yesterday. To me, like those meetings and those kind of things.
And you understand, but that alone,
it's all about coaches. No, like the coach, because on the field of play, those people know they will not be
at the touchline.
At the touchline. Yeah. It's the coaches and then the technical team.
But
so do you know down to the coaches?
But do you know, in a long way, that's a good motivating factor.
Of course, that one is there. Sometimes the reason I'm not taking that thing as that visitation as just take it that. You see, sometimes if there is this crucial matches, and then they can even promise you that the players that when you win,
there's something at stake.
Something. So maybe you want 1 car for the so maybe you have land.
That's what I'm saying.
But they'll still that they'll go and lose.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good.
So is there? So still that they'll go and lose.
Aside the 3 points, there'll be something at stake to fight for.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. That going into this game.
No, that is not the angle I'm coming from. Sometimes they can promise the players, but they'll go and lose.
That's football for you.
But the coach is not a touchline. That is the reason why Oyibeka said Xabi Alonso Olusu that we know Real Madrid at the time of Real Madrid Olusu that Sadia. You see that big matches and then big teams, forget about your all the tactics back home.
It's all about momentum.
That is it.
Yes.
You get it.
Yes. Yeah. But this one,
so
I think the 2 teams going up to this game, the 2 teams.
Okay.
Manchester City are going to look more likely to win on paper.
Okay.
But in recent years, whenever somebody wins the first leg, the second leg always ends in a draw. So I don't know whether the history will repeat itself. Or if history has to repeat itself, we've seen a 1-1 draw or 0-0 draw. Okay. But if it didn't go according to that particular script, I say a 2-1 victory for Manchester City.
Okay. So that is what Godwin is saying. I don't buy with Godwin, but I don't have scoreline as well. So it's better you. It's either you listen to Godwin or, my friend, you bring up your own scoreline. So that is it. I haven't read a good ABC or na ya cow say I did a foreign front and so and I did foreign discussions in the bro. Papa the defeat I come FC Barcelona you want some ebro and so and Arsenal tell and brand here on the way points in the leg log on all ABC in the same or your own discussions in. Of course, Tottenham new coach Omonyano. I don't know you're breaking and so at the amount and so so and then enumerate and so on FA Cup Chelsea Omoni is switch, right? Yeah, if switch this evening and that is semi-finals of the FA Cup so round 4. Okay, round 4 our FA Cup so until you don't some so Ebro will show so and then enumerate or so able Lucas in Black Stars or more technical team yeah they some Ebro and a super clash and so Barcelona Sunday event of attraction or Babayara Sports Stadium no so no yɛ ho ɛyɛ statistics no bebree na ɛna no so no etumi ɛde abro ɛwɔ nti hanom na yɛde agudie mu nsɛm nyina no ebesi hɔ no asra kɛseɛ ɛnkɔ ɛmfama wo saa nso ɛna deɛ di wɔn so no ɛnkɔ ɛmfama Heritage Christian University saa nso na Heritage Media Center nso asra kɛseɛ nso no ɛnkɔ ɛmfama wɔn nso ɛwɔ hɔ no production crew ni nyina no asra kɛseɛ ɛnkɔ ɛmfama ɛndɛ enyumre wɔn yɛ very solid wɔn tumi ɛboa ɛma bi akɔ so ɛyie nso ɛwɔ no Francis Anete wɔtumi ɛboa camera side MCR bi tumi ɛkɔ so yɛ saa nso ɛna ɛyɛ Isaac Marvelous ɔno nso ɛtumi boa ɛma bi nso ɛtumi ɛkɔ so ɛyie Prince Tewia secret code ɔno from Tentren to Krankran ɔno nso ɛtumi boa ɛma bi nso no ɛtumi ɛkɔ so ɛyie nso ɔno GODWIN QUASHIE of course wɔtumi ɛbɛka mi sase deɛ ɛde bi ɛyɛ no no nso ɛde ɛyɛ analysis ne kyɛnkyɛn pa into details in a profound way so no ɛtumi nso ɛde brɛ nso ɛwɔ hɔ no saa nso na Junior Conrad ɔno nso tumi boa yɛ nso MCR work no bi nso no ɛtumi ɛkɔ so ɛyie nso ɛwɔ no mambo ne bi anka ɔbɛbɔ Man U ɔmo si yɛn gya wɔn na Michael Carrick ɛyɛ nneɛma nso ɛyie nso wɔ no ɛnu ne ɔkɔdi ban ɛno ɛna ɔbɛte ne sɔmpia nso ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛno nti no na hanom na yɛde agudie mu nsɛm nyinaa no nso ɛbɛsi hɔ no mmea bi de dwuma deɛ wɔn kyɛn yɛde am so ɛyɛ Richard of course wobɛtumi afɛm de Saint in sports mu kronkron baako pɛ nso wɔ hɔ no the act of being a good presenter is not to say bye bye Sunday.